I was nervous because I want to say this is not a real book, and I'm totally aware of this. There's a reason why there's this double-sided copy. My publisher did want to do a standalone version because it's a lot easier for them to print a book that's 400 pages than one that's 800 pages. You know, it's just a simpler process. But I wanted it to be very clear that this is totally bonus material. They were going to print the 10th anniversary either way. It was going to happen, and I just wanted it to be more fun. So that's why I did this, was to make it exciting and have something cool, and it's a way to like revisit and be nostalgic, but still have something a little bit new.
Yeah.
But I have been nervous because I knew what some of the reaction was going to be. This isn't a new book, I know. And this isn't Midnight Sun, I'm sorry. I've been waiting for that, so,
right.
You know, a little tense.
This is a one-off for you. This
Yes.
is not something where you're sprouting a whole new series. Was that, again, part from the beginning, part of the mission of this was, this is kind of a treat for myself and for the audience, and let's not open this up to a whole new thing?
Well, you know, I wasn't planning to write the whole thing from the beginning, so that occurred to me later, and as I was getting closer to the end, and I was like, yeah, you know, this was great, but I don't want to start something where people are like, oh, I'll do all the books, because I literally can't. I cannot do Breaking Dawn with Beau. Not physically possible. So, you know, there's a limit anyway, right? So that was definitely on my mind. It looped me in on some conversations, but I was very much a spectator, not a participant in that one. Yeah. No one in this room wants that book more than my mother, and I see her all the time. So trust me. In fact, when I gave her Life and Death, she hated it. She said, one, she's not in love with Edythe, so what's the point? And two, why didn't you just do Midnight Sun? So yes, I know.
I think maybe 90% of it is the exact same book, but there's going to be some differences because through a guy's eyes, it's going to be a teenage boy's eyes, it's going to be just a little bit different than a teenage girl's.
Well, I'm actually really excited to see it from a different perspective other than from Bella. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to be something great. Yeah.
I hope it doesn't, because I didn't fall in love with the characters Edward and Bella. I fell in love with their internal love. How Edward fell in love with a girl and he was a vampire. So that was my whole essence of it, his love for her. So I hope it's the same way with now that it's a girl and it's a boy. So we'll see.
Pretend like you're thirsty for human blood.
Honestly, I think it's a really cool idea to do that because I don't think any other book has done that before. So that's what makes this really interesting, and especially how it's so popular, I think a lot of the fans will like it. So.
The Rock is now aware of his mention in your book.
I just found out about that.
That's
today.
amazing.
I'm a little bit embarrassed, but more like really excited. Because, I mean, when you write these things, you don't think The Rock is going to hear about it. I mean, really? But it's super cool.